What's up, guys? All right, so like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so I'm just gonna kind of throw everything, all my thoughts and everything off the dome. Don't really have a plan or a script for this. This is gonna be kind of just like a quick one, just kind of go over a little bit about the car, a little bit about myself, you know, what I plan to do as far as the next couple months, the content I plan to bring, and you know, we'll see where things grow from there. So first off, I've had this car for about 7 years. I bought it brand new. It is a 2016 Mustang EcoBoost. Won't be that way for long. I'm not going to go too far in depth on that one just yet. But just know that this engine is not going to be here too much longer. Got a bunch of plans. I got a couple things lined up. Working with a few companies right now. And yeah, it's going to be something crazy. And probably not a lot of people are going to expect it. Who cares how y'all think about it? I'm going to love it. It's going to be crazy. So you just have to wait and see on that one. But I did buy this car brand new. Everything that you've seen on this car has been done by me. Aside from 3 things. 1, putting wheels on the car, actually, you know, putting the tires on the rim, and then alignments. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave that to the professionals. But everything else, I've done myself. This has been a crazy ride that I've had with this car so far. Been through a lot of iterations. When I first got the car, I actually used to race it. It was funny because I actually bought the Cobb tuner for this car before I even actually had the car, just because I knew what I was going to be doing for it. Raced it for probably 2 years, had a ton of fun with it. A lot of the local scenes out here. Pretty much full bolt on. I did have an upgraded big turbo. I was putting down maybe 415, 420 to the wheel. Never really actually, you know, tested it. Had it on some big Michelins. No, Mickey Thompson's, actually. I had on Mickey Thompson's. Why did I say Michelin's? So, you know, I love dig racing. Obviously, these Ecos, you don't want to roll race with these things. But digging, I was having fun with that. And then all of a sudden, everyone started going to Eco Boom. And so I was like, okay, I've got pretty much 2 options here, seeing as that was my primary car. The bank still owned it. So let's not blow an engine at that time. So I decided to roll back a few things. I went with a much more moderate tune. Pulled the big turbo off, went ahead and sold that, went back to factory turbo. Yeah, I know, not that fun. But for some reason, I started getting into the stance scene just to making it look really cool. And I started seeing a big difference with that. You know, the adrenaline rush from doing racing was definitely something that you did not get really from the stance stuff. But the culture behind the stance scene and the artistic feel of it, and I don't want to sound too, like, you know, weird saying that, but it felt like a lot of people was putting way more effort into their cars and actually put a lot more of their, you know, their own personal touch into their cars whenever it was coming to the stance stuff. And I think also I had a few friends that was kind of in the stance scene at the time, and that's what kind of drew me to it a lot. So I decided to start doing that. And I remember one of my buddies actually, back then, I just bagged my car. I was like, man, what do I want to do next? And one of my buddies had a wide body FRS. And I was like, man, it's like, one of these days I'm going to wide body it, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be that Mustang. And I've already got the 4-cylinder EcoBoost. Why not just shit on the rest of, you know, Ford and Mustang by wide bodying it? You know, how many people can I annoy with that? So I remember sitting at home one day, and my buddy sent me a picture of the clinched wide body kit. And it was interesting because of how wide it was. And I remember I was like, you know, it's very expensive. This is a very expensive kit. I was like, man, I really can't afford this. But I was pretty young at the time. I'd just gotten out of college. It was kind of working in my field at the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna make it happen. So I bought it. Funny enough, I actually went through 3 different wheel companies after buying the kit to try and obviously get wheels that fit. And it seemed like all of those 3 wheel companies, they all had issues. And it was months after I ordered them. Like, the first 2 companies, like 8 and 9 months into production of the wheels. And they're like, oh, we can't fill these. I think the first company was, these wheels are too big. We don't really recommend it, or something weird. I don't know. I don't even really understand why they were saying that stuff. But it was like 9 months. I'd already paid them all the money and everything. So I said, whatever, I'll find a new company. And at this time, by the way, the wide body was on. Didn't have my wheels. It was my daily driver. So I was hovercrafting it pretty much everywhere. Internet did not love that. It was a fun time. It was funny seeing my car pretty much on like Cars and Coffee pretty much every single day. Every time someone saw me, they just had to post it. So it was pretty funny. And yeah, so over time, finally got some wheels. It took way longer than I like to admit. I think actually the third company that ended up falling through, they were actually, I think, went bankrupt. I can't remember what the name of the company was. I'm not gonna lie to you and act like I know who it was, but I'm pretty sure it was a wheel company. They were a smaller company, but they went bankrupt, and they was like, hey, we can't do it anymore. Here's your money back, this, that, and the other. So whatever. And around that time, COVID had hit. They had the 0% APR on the Ford F-150. So I bought a truck, and then 2 years after owning that truck, or maybe a year or so after owning that truck prices went up, and I was like, wait, I can actually sell this truck right now, make money because I had 0% interest, and buy my wheels again with it. And you know, so that's what I did. I ended up buying my wheels, selling the truck, and essentially buying the wheels, and decided to drive my car again. And that's when I really got back in the scene again heavy. And these last couple months have been crazy. I still haven't done a whole lot to the car since I've been back from GAT because I'm really exhausted, but I have a lot of plans. Enough yapping about stuff like that. But that's just kind of like a little backstory on it, kind of like a more introduction stuff. As far as the car that goes, though, you know, there's a few things I want to go over. Immediate plans, I'm going to be reverse mounting this wide body. Yeah, I've already bought all the hardware I need. I bought probably like $200 to $300 worth of 3M panel bonder. Yeah, panel bonder. Because this kit is ABS wide body, so I'm not going to put fiberglass on it. So it seems like panel bonder might be the best way. I'm going to cover all those indentions, which are massive, and then I'm going to rewrap the kit and everything. But again, I've done everything on this car myself. I'll probably end up showing off a lot of the stuff that I have done, but a lot of the stuff I do want to kind of keep a little bit on the hush-hush, just because the amount of work that I've put into this car and the amount of things that I've tried and failed and tried and failed. A lot of things I don't gatekeep, but there are certain aspects on this that I will, just because it sets myself apart. And hate on me if you want, I really don't care. You know, you don't see companies that are inventing new stuff every day, and they make patents for a reason. So like I like to give away a lot of information, and I don't like doing a lot of gatekeeping, but there's something that I gatekeep, so I'm gonna keep that on the hush hush. But after that, we got the engine swap coming. Hopefully that's done in the next 3 to 6 months. It'll definitely be done by next GAT. Whether I gotta ship the car off to a company up north or a different part of the country or something like that, it's happening. I've already decided to invest in it, so that's gonna be one of the biggest things. So yeah, like I said, this video was just gonna be something very quick, quote unquote quick, 8 minutes of me yapping, but just to kind of do a little introduction, tell you a little bit about the car. Upcoming plans, like I said, I'm gonna be dropping a new video every Monday. I'm gonna be getting some content, because like I said, this video, I literally just decided this morning that I'm gonna be doing YouTube. I've always wanted to do it, but I've never really, I guess, had a catalyst. But now with all the love and all the comments and the hype surrounding my car right now, it kind of pushed me forward. So I do want to say I appreciate everyone who is liking, commenting, and everything like that on all my Instagram, my TikTok posts. You're pushing me forward to do with this, and you know, y'all are helping me kind of do what I essentially really wanted. This is just the tip of the iceberg. No, this is not just the tip of the iceberg. What did I say? Man, it's been a long day. Well, this is just the beginning of the plans that I've got. There's a lot of stuff in store. I will say I got a buddy that she has a Miata that she's about ready to modify, and she already has a ton of stuff that she has for it. So I think that's gonna be mid-November. I'm gonna be over there helping her modify that with a couple of her other friends and stuff like that, and within the scene. And we're gonna be, I'll definitely be uploading some content from that as well. Yeah, like I said, y'all caught, unfortunately, energy levels are all-time low right now. This was just kind of thrown together, but the next few videos will be very methodical and very well planned out. So I will say, give me one chance to show y'all that I'm going to be a great content creator, and I'm going to be one of those people that actually heavily engages with y'all. That is the one thing that I want to say, that I don't want to just upload stuff and then just kind of let it go. You know, I want to constantly interact with y'all. As you notice from my Instagram, I'm responding to as many of y'all as I can. I mean, I open up my app and there's hundreds of comments. I'm going through, looking at them. You know, I'm responding to people. I'm opening DMs. I'm chatting with people. I'm putting a lot of effort into just talking to y'all, and it's not just because I do have a hard worker's mindset with a lot of things, but I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy talking to everybody. I enjoy people within the scene. I enjoy giving advice. I enjoy listening to people's stories. So keep doing that. Keep shooting me videos and pictures of my car if you see out in the wild. Love seeing those things, even if they're crappy quality. I don't care, man. Send them my way. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a funny reel with them or something like that and tag you. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But as of now, a lot of plans. Every Monday, I'm gonna try and shoot for 6:30 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Within that frame, I'll be dropping these videos. It's gonna be very methodically laid out, and I'm gonna have some cool stuff within those videos to kind of interact with y'all more, because again, I do not want to just drop videos. I want to actually like try and interact with y'all as much as possible. So I'm thirsty. I've been yapping for 11 minutes now. Yeah, if you stayed this long, drop a like, drop a follow, throw me a comment, subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of things planned. And I swear, if I keep saying while I'm doing these videos, I might lose it, because every time I say it, I just cringe low in my head, because normally I don't do that, but for some reason, I've been doing a lot for this video here. So just did it again. But stay tuned. Y'all take it easy.